Hey there! Welcome to episode 2 of This Is My Story, a series featuring creative, inspiring, and strong people who are following their passions and getting shit done. I am the owner of Snowman Films, Noah Mittman, a full-time filmmaker, video marketing coach, family man, and entrepreneur. I am on a mission to spread authenticity, love, and connection to the world through the videos that my company makes. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Kevon Ward.
Hello, my name is Kevon Ward. I am an artist and effects artist here in Denver, Colorado. I don't believe in cosmic purposes. I believe our purposes are self-defined. My purpose is to make cool shit. How's that? A hardship or a struggle I've had to overcome. Growing up in Wyoming, I made it out. I learned that you gotta go where you're important and where your work matters and where you can transcend. Making onto Face Off is probably the most prestigious thing I've ever done because that's an international show. It's got very broad reach. Face Off made me better in a couple ways. It made me better as an artist, which is a given because I'm around so many other artists, great ones too, and I was in front of tough judges, and so it really made me second guess myself. From there on out, every time I work on something, I'll think, is that really done? Could I paint that better? Or could I come up with a better concept? Can I execute this better? So that's the very superficial way I think I've gotten better. I've gotten better just as a professional though, and a lot of it's because of the viewership and the internet. When people see your work, it's great when you have fans. You don't make a fan out of everybody. A lot of people don't like your work. The internet can be very honest, and it toughens you up a lot. And I think it's prepared me for a lot of the bigger endeavors I've taken on. It's easy to get accolades and praise in your own backyard, but the further you branch out, the tougher it gets, the harsher your critics get, and it's an important part of the process. Rob Zombie created a haunted attraction called Haunt of a Thousand Corpses. It's a play on his film. I was working for a company called LFX at the time, and we got to recreate the entire facade. We got to recreate that big skull entrance, and we got to theme out several rooms inside the haunt. I got to make this giant fat lady that you can ride on, and you didn't think I was going to say that. I'll send you a picture of that. When you hone in on your craft locally, I feel like you're surrounded by a lot of cheerleaders, and you need cheerleaders sometimes. You need validation for what you do. You need to feel good about where you are, but you need a coach. So a lot of times you got to look and go beyond what you've gotten used to. You know, like you can support your local communities, but aim bigger, and you'll get better if you aim bigger. One thing I'm really proud of right now is actually being in a place where I could be somewhat self-employed. I've gotten to where I'm at, and I've earned a fair amount of respect by not necessarily waiting for my break. And I think that is something that other people should know is you don't have to wait for somebody to reach out to you to want to highlight the best of you. You know, if you got an idea or a passion or a project or work you want to show, just do it. I mean, there's such a broad reach right now with the internet. If you do what's in your heart, you do the best of what you're capable of, and people notice, and then they want more of you. And for me, it's taken years, but I think like a lot of these projects I've done are ones that I wanted to do. They weren't hired projects, and I think that is what made people see the best of what I'm capable of. And I'm at a point now where client work, freelance work, it's coming in steady enough that I feel like I am living as an artist, and that's a good place to be in, because it's a tough lifestyle. You know what I think a misconception people have is that I think people see my work and my lifestyle through the lens of Facebook, other social medias, or Face Off, and they think that I'm really lucky. But like, luck didn't get me here at all. Like, this has been really hard. Yeah, you have to work so hard to keep that momentum, and what's intimidating is each time you level higher and higher, you can't let that drop. You have to keep trying more and more. In fact, when I got cast to be on Face Off, before I even made it onto the show, I was nervous. I'm like, what am I gonna do after this? Regardless of how far I make it, like, I'm about to peak, and what am I gonna do to keep this trajectory? I don't even know if I can do it. And that was before I was even on the show. What's up with that? I think the people I've always looked up to are the people that are the creator of. So Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons. Matt Stone and Trey Parker, creator of South Park. Then you got people like J.K. Rowling, who created Harry Potter. You've got Tim Burton, who has created his own very unique story world. Same with Jim Henson. I think those are the types of people that I aspire to be like, because I think to feel like I've really made my footprint in the world, I would love to create some kind of story world that succeeds, and to know that I'm the creator of it, to be the creator of a really good show, whether it's funny or, I don't know, hopefully funny, or just weird. Sucking is your starting point. You have to be bad at something in order to become good at something. So expect to do really terrible work for a while. Just keep doing it, and then just try to suck less the next time, and then the next time after that. A professional is measured by the time they put into it. Being a professional or being very skillful requires a certain kind of payment. Like, time is the currency. Like, that's what you have to pay to get there. And it's very hard, but you know, you also have to like it. Because if you don't like it, I don't know how you can keep doing it. So to become a professional in any industry, like, it has to become your life, no matter what it is. I think if I was to talk to myself 10 years ago, I would say, don't get discouraged so easily. Because being 10 years wiser, knowing what I'm about to go through over the next 10 years, like, I know what's ahead, and I know, like, what sacrifices have to be made. And I know that you have to strike out a lot before you hit a few home runs. So I would say, you know, keep trying, focus on what matters, get connected in high places. You know, if someone's holding you back, you can find better people. You can find people that want the best for you, that are gonna help you get there. And don't worry if not everything succeeds. Because it's not a failure, it's only a failure if that's your stopping point. If you move on from that, then you've learned something. You don't have to wait another second to start making the world a better place. You know, we all have our idea of what a good life is, of what success means, of what happiness means, and we're in control of almost all of it. Granted, there are circumstances that we're not always in control of, but I think we can make our futures if we're willing to. And I think it starts with a positive frame of mind and a willingness to put in what it takes. I just wrapped some new episodes of Bored as Hell, so just to bring you up to speed, that's a satirical, dark, cringe comedy we're working on that follows the journeys of Satan. He's just retired, he's trying to assimilate into 21st century modern society, and he's just very perplexed by the ever-changing moral landscape, and he makes ends meet by getting his own talk show.
Welcome again to another episode of Satan Station, where the only charge is your salvation.
He takes calls from all kinds of people, he gets himself into funny situations, but it features a whole world. I don't know if you can see the flying spaghetti monster, but it features a whole world of bizarre creatures, demons, lots and lots of practical effects. I think Bored as Hell represents me in the best way because it shows the most well-rounded part of me. I think it shows my skills as a concept artist, and then it shows my skills in other areas of craftsmanship, from set building, creature suits, even like writing, directing, stuff like that. So that's currently what I got going on. I mean, in between, I've been doing a lot of cosplay stuff. We did like Zombie Wizard of Oz. I got to be the Tin Man. This is the scary caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland that I made. I've been doing a lot of body paints. I just finished a series of the Disney princesses, and then just a couple weekends ago, we went to the club, painted as the 7 Deadly Sins. So I think I'm just trying to find just cool shit to do. I like making stuff like this, so if you guys want to hire me, that's what I like to do the most. Think of a cool monster and I'll make it for you.